Since everybody is familiar with the practice that's in the room so far, I'm not going to go through the whole explanation of where we're going. We already know that. Last week we had somebody pop in. Um, that probably won't happen this week, given who's signed up. So let's find that upright seat. Allow the eyes to be closed. We're going to practice breath of fire, and then we're going to go into the entire practice with less introduction to everything from me. So just allow the eyes to gently close. Allow the breath to be slow and steady. Taking the right hand, we're going to put the right hand onto the navel center and practice our breath of fire by opening the mouth, extending the tongue out, and we'll begin to pant like a dog. With the navel still pumping and the breath steady, closing the mouth and in and out through the nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, draw the breath in, full breath, let the diaphragm drop, fill the lungs, hold the top, little pause. And a smooth exhalation out of the nose. Great. So that's our breath of fire practice. We're going to be doing that for a sustained 12 minutes. So the entire 12 minutes through the mudras that we're going to be doing, we're going to be keeping the rhythm of the breath of fire steady throughout. So the 3 mudras, real quick, are Gyan Mudra, palms face up, other 3 fingers extend away, palms facing up on the knees or thighs. The focus at that point is down at the pelvis, right? So the base of the navel center, first and second chakra. Then the second is going to be focused at the heart, while our hands come out to the side, shoulder height, palms face up. Then the third mudra, the palms are going to come together, facing each other, touching, right at Anjali Mudra, prayer pose, right at the heart center. And then the mental awareness is going to go up to the third eye point. So, Gyan Mudra, focused right down at the pit of the abdomen. Second Mudra, hands extended, shoulder height, palms face up, focus at the heart. Third Mudra, palms together, Anjali Mudra, focus at the third eye point, breath of fire the entire time. Beautiful. Bringing the hands together at heart center, a little rub of the palms. Beginning with the Anjali Mudra, followed by the Mangala Charan Mudra. Hands coming together at heart center, taking a big inhalation all the way in, and an exhale all the way out. Inhale for the Adi mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Om Kare Name, Jugat Kare Name, Sat Kare Name, Siring Guru Deve Name. Hat Kare Name, Jugat Kare Name, Sat Kare Name, Siring Guru Deve Name. Hat Kare Name, Jugat Kare Name, Sat Kare Name, Siring Guru Deve Name. Inhaling deeply and completely, draw that breath in, all the way to the top. Pause at the top, set your intention for the practice. Know that intention in your mind, feel it in the body. And exhale, releasing the breath out of the nose. Beautiful. We're going to transition lying onto our backs. As we lie onto our backs, legs long to start. And then curling the knees in towards the chest, hands onto the shins. Just draw the knees in with the palms of the hands. Just a little pull, lift the tailbone a little bit. Little rock side to side. Then coming to stillness, interlacing the hands around the right shin. Right foot is flexed. Inhale, that left leg high, straight as can be. Left foot is flexed. And on an exhale, drop that left foot down towards the floor, hovering about an inch off the ground. Inhale, it rises. Exhale, it falls. Steady breath, steady motion. In and out. Warming up in your body in the way you see fit. If it's a kind of rambunctious day, maybe you slow the breath and movement down. If you're feeling a little sluggish today, maybe you speed the motion up a little bit. Get the breath pumping. There you go. You get to choose. If you want to stay slow and steady, stay slow and steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale that left leg high. And exhale, bring it down. Switching, interlacing over the left shin now. Draw that left knee in slightly. Left foot is flexed. Inhale that right leg high. Right foot is flexed. And on an exhalation, lowering it down towards the floor. Inhale to rise, exhale to fall. Breath and body moving as one. Nice and steady, unison. Inhale to rise, exhale to lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale that right leg high. And exhale, draw it down. Feet come flat to the floor. We're going to inhale, lifting the hips slightly. Palms face down underneath the butt. And then on an exhalation, we're going to drop the butt onto the backs of the hands. This is going to help tilt the tailbone up and then the pelvis down, kind of locking it towards the floor. Inhale, drawing the knees in towards the chest. And on an exhalation, left leg goes long, right knee stays in. On an inhalation, right leg goes long, left knee comes in. So pistoning the legs, inhaling right, exhaling left. Find your breath, your motion, nice and steady as we go. for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep it up, keep it going, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, the legs go straight out, point the toes, hover the heels about a foot off the ground, keep it held. And an exhalation, bending the knees, feet come flat to the floor. Inhale, lifting the hips slightly to release the hands from underneath of you. And exhale, let everything come back down to the floor. So on an inhale, we're going to lift up head and chest off the ground, shoulder blades as far off the ground as we can, hands straight out of the shoulders towards the toes, hovering about 6 inches off the ground. On an exhalation, we're going to pivot over to the left, reaching left, and on the inhale, we're going to go over to the right. So side to side, keeping in the crunch position and beginning to work the obliques here. Keeping the shoulder blades as high off the ground as we can. Reach side to side, go as far as you can in each direction, right to left, left to right. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lowering back to the earth, hands come up overhead, interlacing the fingers. And as you exhale, lifting the head slightly, palms face up behind the head as you rest the head back into the hands. Taking an inhalation here, elbows stay wide. On an exhale, we're just going to crunch up and keep it going. Inhale back to the earth. Exhale, crunch up, working the high abdomen now, or upper abdomen rather. Nice and steady. Keep it going. Shoulder blades as far as you can off the ground. Elbows stay as wide as you can. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to the earth. And exhale. Inhale, curl the knees into the chest. Wrap those hands around the shins. And on an exhalation, a little side to side. And then pausing center, and a little inhale to rock back and forth. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. In to out. And you're going to roll right up onto your knees. Landing on your knees. If you need a block in between the heels, you'll take your yoga block, put it in between the heels, and then sit onto the yoga block. This is going to alleviate some of the pressure on the knee joint. If you need to go 2 blocks high and get higher, you can go 2 blocks high and get even higher. Beautiful. Don't need the block, don't need the block. Palms face down on the thighs. And we'll begin with camel ride, which is a spinal flex. Inhale, pelvis tilts forward. You're rounding, bringing the heart forward as the pelvis tilts forward. Exhale, pelvis tilts back. You're rounding back, sending the back of the heart back. Inhale to exhale. Nice and steady. Eyes are closed, being with the breath, being with the motion. My spine is super, super loose today. I can feel it. Right? So just tuning in, feeling into the body. Feeling what's sticky, what's loose, feeling how the breath's moving, paying attention to your emotional nature. All of this is part of the yogic practice. Our gaze is internal rather than external. We're not searching externally to figure out who and what we are in the world. We're monitoring inside, and we're making decisions, choices about how we think and feel and about how we want to be. We choose that, how we want to be inside. Not a process of discovery, a process of creation from the inside out. That's our life in the making. We are the authors. Halfway there. Maybe a little less effort, maybe a little less gym, less force. Be a little bit more pliable, moving with the metronome of the breath. Find that rhythm, find that ease, settle in. So transitioning into that last minute as meditative as you can with the breath. Five, four, three, two, and one. Inhale, full breath in, upright in the spine. As that breath comes in, get longer in the spine as if you're growing an inch. Slide the hands back into the hip crease. And then exhale. And as you do, releasing the breath, navel pulls back, push down on the palms as the tailbone tucks, creating space in the low back. Beautiful. Inhale, release the push of the hands. Big full breath in, diaphragm drops, get long again in the spine. Reach the top of the inhalation, and then exhale, push into the palms, palms down into the thighs, tucking that tailbone, completely emptying of breath. It's slow. Take the navel back, empty, stay empty, hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, release the push of the palms, release any pressure in the body, let the breath come in, big full breath all the way to the top. Once you reach the top, smooth, steady exhalation all the way out, navel back, tuck the tailbone, push into the palms, tuck the tailbone as if it could go right under you, as if you were tucking your tail between your legs. Hold. And inhale. Hands slide forward onto the thighs. And exhale. Inhale, hands wide out and up. On an exhalation, down to the shoulders, fingertips resting on the shoulders if they can reach. Elbows stay at shoulder height. Inhale, little twist to the left. Hello. Exhale, little twist to the right. . 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, Keeping the elbows at shoulder height, the chin turns side to side as you go. Little spinal twist. Loose, not force. Glide, glide. There you go. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. And an exhale, slowly the palms turn face down. And breathe. Just notice. Let it all stop. The whole world stops turning. The mind is focused, feeling into the body. Be as without thought as you can be, and in the feeling and experience of body, the beingness of self in this moment. Allowing the eyes to come open, we're going to step up to standing, moving into our squats. So 1 foot at a time, a little shake out of the legs. And then landing with the feet hips width distance apart, a little bit wider if you need it. So going into squats, you know what you need here. They can be big squats, hips all the way down to the heels, or they can be little tiny bends, just a little bend of the knees, right? You do what's right for you in your body today. Inhale, hands come straight out like blades, right at shoulder height, parallel to the floor. This is our inhale, and exhale, squat it down. Inhale, rise it up, and we go. Keeping the arms at parallel to the floor, staying at shoulder height as best you can. There you go, moving with the breath. The exhale like a spring, loading down into the legs, and then firing back up on the inhale, riding the inhale back up with the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hands high. And exhale, slowly the hands fall down to the sides. Palms facing forward. Breath is racy, heart is racy. Let the breath go wherever it needs. Stand and breathe. Without letting too much time pass, we're transitioning onto the floor. So belly down, legs long, hands landing at shoulder height, chest on either side, whichever is better for you. Any issues in the shoulders, go a little bit more forward rather than back by the chest. Okay? And legs long and strong, tops of the feet pushing into the floor, knees locked a little bit. Thighs are engaged, so the knees are off the floor. Inhale, we're lifting up using our back muscles, baby cobra. Exhale, lowering back down. That's the motion. Smoothing out the breath, it's slow. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, back to the earth. Keeping the chin slightly tucked. The legs stay long and strong behind. Feet stay pushing into the tops of the feet into the floor. And we're lifting up as high as we can, using only our back. The hands are there for support. We're not putting any effort into the arms. There you go. The legs are an anchor. From that anchor, we're rising up, keeping as much length in the spine as we can. So as we exhale, keep reaching the crown of the head away from the tailbone. And then as we inhale, keep that length as much as possible as you rise back up, smoothing out the breath. There's a lot going on here in this simple posture. Allowing the breath to get long and deep, matching the motion and matching the motion to the breath. Harmony, unison. Breath not rushing the body, body not rushing the breath. Keep feeling in, make it meditative. Calming the nervous system here. The exact opposite of what we just did with the squats. Steady as you go. Five more. Entirely yours. Be with the breath. Breath is slowing, heart is slowing. Everything's calming down. But there's this energy. There's this amplification that's with us now. So we're calming down the nervous system, but this firing of our prana is still with us. Two more. Last one. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fall. Knees come to the ground. Push into the knees, push into the palms. Inhale, send the body up through table. And as you exhale, transitioning back to child's pose. Forehead is going to land onto the floor or a blanket or a block, making sure that the forehead can rest. And then the hands, palms face up by the feet. Completely relax the shoulders. Allow the shoulder blades to open, opening back behind the heart. And surrendering gravity and time, ease in the breath. Father calming the nervous system down here. We got 20 more seconds here. Complete release and surrender. Excuse me. Body at ease. Mind at ease. The palms come from behind you, facing down on either side of the head or chest. I'm going to inhale to rise back up. And on an exhalation, you're going to transition to build your seat. So whether that's meditation cushion, blanket block, whatever you need underneath of you so you can be in a perfect seat for yourself. If that means chair, be on a chair. Better to be comfortable during this so you can sustain and maintain it rather than be fighting your body the entire time. So if cross-legged seat doesn't work for you, maybe you go on your knees with a block under there. Maybe you get it on a chair and sit upright as you can so you're not leaning back onto the back of the chair, you're sitting upright. Beautiful. So I just blew my nose because I know where we're going. Now will be a really good time if you're feeling any congestion, stuffiness, just take the time, blow your nose, and get it out. It's not a really fun feeling when we go into these breath practices when you're all congested. And sometimes if it's really congested, it's better to skip it. So before we move into the breath of fire practice, we have one more place to go. But I want to say before we get into the breath of fire, if you're menstruating or pregnant, skip that today. You'll just do long, slow, deep breathing. This is to keep the flow moving in the right direction and make sure anything that's developing stays safe inside. So just long, slow, deep breathing rather than breath of fire. Sweet. Hands come up at about 60 degrees. Palms are facing each other. This is an inhalation here. On an exhale, we're going to make fists. We're going to draw the elbows down, making connection with the ribs. Inhale up, exhale down, and we go. Big inhale, hands up. And a smooth letting go. Hands come down, thumb first finger touch. Round of breath. Feel the energizing effects. Here I am. Hello. Inhale, hands up, 60 degrees, palms face each other, and we go. Inhale. And exhale, release. Thumb, first finger touch, other fingers extend away, palms land facing up. And breathe. Third and final round, creating awareness. Inhale, hands come up, palms face each other, and we go. Big inhale. And an exhalation, let the hands fall, thumb first finger touch, other fingers extend away, palms face up on the knees or thighs, and we land in Gyan Mudra and just breathe and feel the awareness. There's a clarity, there's an openness, there's a receptivity, there's an awakening feeling. A welcoming home back into our rightful selves where spirit and body are one in unison in breath and mind and sensation. This is the awareness that we're looking for as we move into the breath of fire cleansing practice we're about to do. Again, pregnant or menstruating, just long deep breathing. Everybody else at the chime will begin the breath of fire right in and out of the nose. And we go. Eyes are closed. Your breath stays the entire 12 minutes, steady as you can, even as we transition through the mudras, and I'll guide it. Eyes are closed, gaze is internal. You find your pace and your breath. Navel stays pumping. Steady breath. Focus right now is down at the base of the abdomen, the base of the navel center. First and second chakra, our stability and our creativity. Keeps up nice and tall in the spine. Keep the navel pumping the entire time. The more upright we can sit in our seat, the easier the diaphragm can move freely with the pump of the navel center. So the more upright you'll be, the less fighting in your body you'll have to do. Steady breath. Hands come out to the sides, palms face up at shoulder height, extending the arms on either side as far as you can. Thumbs rotate slightly down towards the floor. Keep the pinkies a little bit higher. This helps keep the heart elevated. Awareness comes now to the heart center, our place of compassion, radiating the heart, keeping the navel pumping, stoking our fire in our belly, cleansing and radiating our heart at the same time. You are strong. You are vulnerable. These two things are together, strong and vulnerable. Vulnerability is not weakness. Vulnerability is a strength. You are ready to receive and you are ready to reject anything that does not serve. You are content and contained and okay, just as you are. Let your heart be open, be broad, be brave. You've got it. Stay steady. You may feel tingling in your palms, the prana building. Feel into this. Feel your heart radiating. There is connective tissue surrounding your heart that connects with the middle fingers. Your palms are an extension of your heart center. This is why massage and touch is so healing, so effective. Stay steady. Almost there. Slowly the palms come together, breath stays steady. Feel as the hands start to come together. There's a push apart, right? There's polarities, opposites, masculine and feminine coming together as the hands land, touching an Anjali Mudra. Awareness moves up to the third eye point. You can even turn the gaze slightly up under the closed eyes. Steady breath. Sitting upright in your seat. Palms fall, thumb, first finger touch, face up, Gyan Mudra. Awareness and attention back down into the pit of the abdomen, rooting down that first and second chakra. Stability and creativity, where all our life springs from, the base, or the tip rather, of the bottom triangle, our humanity. Steady as we go, bringing it home. Completely thoughtless. As thoughtless as you can, keeping the awareness just down at the pit of the abdomen. And exhale all the way out, emptying the breath, pulling the navel back towards the spine. We practice this empty. And now inhale, let the breath in all the way. Full breath, big as you can. Hold the breath at the top, long breath hold as long as you can here. Keep the breath held. You may feel tingling, you may feel rush and flush through the body, you may feel a tingling at the top of the head. There may be a lot of feeling going on here. Emotions may be attached or not. Keep softening around the breath. And when you're ready, you'll let the breath go, exhaling. And then no control over the breath. Let the breath naturally find its flow. And we move into our meditative state. Feeling the sensations of the body being breathed. Feeling the soft, squishy inhale and exhale as the lungs expand and contract. Feeling the warm air leave the the body on the exhalation. The cool air come in through the nasal passage on the inhalation. Upright in the seat, steady, unperturbed breath, just observation of the breath. And then bringing the mental awareness back up to the third eye point, in between the eyebrows, slightly up and slightly in, maybe even looking up under the closed eyes. This helps stimulate the pituitary gland. And adding the mantra, inhaling Sat. You can feel it like a line of breath silently reaching that pituitary gland. And exhaling Nam, leaving out, right out of the nasal passage. Inhaling Sat, truth. Exhaling Nam, identity. That truth is my identity. Inhaling Sat. Exhaling Nam, silently reverberating. Breath finding a natural rhythm uncontrolled, just observing the breath and hearing the mantra as you repeat it. Inhaling Sat. Exhaling Nam. I am truth in all that I am and all that I do. Nothing needs to be changed. I am holy enlightenment right here, right now. My spirit knows no shame, no boundaries. It is free and beautiful. It's what I am. Inhaling Sat. Exhaling Nam. Dropping deeper and deeper into the concentration of this. It's concentration without effort. It's condensing oneself into a single point of awareness. Like concentrated orange juice becomes more potent. We're concentrating ourselves by condensing our focus in this way. Not wasting energy, different matters of thought. Inhaling Sat. Exhaling Nam. Feeling the connection to the third eye point. Concentrate. And now releasing the technique, allow the breath to be. Release the repetition of the mantra. And just observe in a witness place, bearing witness, observing, behind the thoughts, behind the feelings, behind the attitudes and adjustments for life here on earth. There is the true self, the Sat Nam, bearing witness to all that is. Tantra, the acceptance of all things, the integration of all things. Complete state of awareness and being. Slowly now, bringing the hands at heart center, palms to touch, and a rub of the palms. Things are very different now. Our whole state of being and attitude is very different now. Feel the deep connection to self as you rub the palms. Beautiful. On the inhalation, the hands go up overhead, the legs stretch long. And exhale, but keep the hands there. A little shake in the legs, a little shake in the hands. Oh, shake it out. Shake it out. Keep shaking. Doesn't need to be super vigorous, just steady. Let it out of the mouth, breathe in deeply. Let it out. Beautiful. Inhale, hands up. And on an exhale, recrossing, building the seat, hands come together at heart center. And we move towards close. Inhale, hands wide, out and up, whole body alive, palms to touch. I'm happy. Exhale, hands landing at the heart center. Inhale, hands wide, out and up, palms touch. I am healthy. Exhale, landing at the heart. Inhale, hands wide, out and up, palms touch. I am holy. Exhale, hands landing at the heart. And out loud, repeat after me. I embody grace so fully that all who I meet feel its presence. Hands to the forehead center. Closing with one long sat, one short nam. Inhaling. Sa. So beautiful, so beautiful. Satnam. Thank you all for a fantastic practice on a Friday afternoon. You will feel energized, you will feel enlivened. This is one of the best things about this cleansing practice. If you have any questions, stay on after. I'm free to answer those. And if you don't want to talk and you just want to meditate or you want to lie down in your Shavasana, that makes perfect sense. Do that if you have time. Other than that, I'll come unmute and we'll go from there. All right. Peace, guys. See you next time.